2 days ago, we have this lady, she is in the chat, her name is Sage. I showed her an endless numbers of evidence. And you guys, you were here, correct? What she do? If you speak to her, she sounds like a nice person. All what she do, she lie, non-stop. I show her, look, it says this. It's no, it doesn't say that. It says in the front of you, read it. No, it doesn't say that. He says, you want to come to the mic? You want to show them how you lie more? You want to try? Okay. She put her hand up. How are you doing, Sage?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
You are good? What does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, I've been reflecting on the conversation that we had. I did go back and watch it again. The thing is, I wouldn't characterize this like what I said as like lying. It's just these are the things that I have like studied for my scholars and the way I was taught a lot of these things.
When you say your scholars, who are they, your scholars?
So I follow a specific group of Muslim scholars who are sort of modern.
Modern? There's modern scholars now? And there's old-fashioned scholars?
Well, they do have sort of their own principles, and they don't believe in sort of the orthodox interpretation of things. So they're a bit more reformist, but they're still kind of like loyal to trying to get close to the sort of truth of Islam, right? So that they're not just making up whatever they want.
So, you know, what make them modern, because now they try to manipulate the text and change the meaning, because the old meaning is embarrassing, correct?
It's, you know what it is? It's rather that they don't take, you know, like stuff like tafsir and hadith, they don't take it as necessarily authoritative. They take the Quran as more important. So if anything contradicts the Quran, they will try to look into it as
okay,
like a...
I will go with you. So the Quran, as an example, it says, in the case of murder, free for free, slave for a slave, women for women. You see, I'm going with you. Do you agree with such a justice? If a free man, he killed a free man, the free man will be killed. If a free man, he killed a slave, we kill his slave. So now we have two victims, they are black slaves. If I kill you, if I kill you, your husband will kill my wife if I have one. You know, is that justice? Is that what God? This is how smart Muhammad, that this is how eye for an eye. Muhammad trying to practice now eye for an eye. This is eye for an eye. This is religion. So your scholars are saying we don't take the hadith, we take the Quran. Okay, can you bring them here to see how they deal with this? What they will say?
Yeah, this is a very interesting one you raised. I haven't. Give me a second. I might be able to see if my scholar said anything about this. You put me on the spot.
Can you give me the name of the scholar you keep talking about? Do he have a name?
Yeah, it's Ghamdi. Ghamdi. He's one of them. There are quite a few.
Ghamdi is a Saudi. I know the family, but what's his name?
I don't think it's a Saudi. I think he might be from Pakistan, actually.
Ah, this is a potato then. Those are not scars.
No, but he's from a school of thought, like a modern madhab.
No. You see, I will tell you something. Islam. Anyone he claimed to be a scholar in Islam, and he is not, you know, Arab, those are a fraud. They make money. I will tell you why. I will give you a reason why. Because simply, you know, in order to know the religion, you have to be connected with many things. The culture, you know, and the language, and you have to be one of them. In fact, the Quran supports what I'm saying. Just to show you. The Quran says Allah never sent any messenger except if he is a person he speak with the tongue of his own people. Why? Because if you don't, the people will not receive a clear message. You see the verse I'm showing you?
Yeah.
All right. So is the Quran wrong?
He never sent any. But that is about the messenger, right?
Exactly. But the messenger, he delivered the message. You know, if the messenger cannot be from any except the same nation, that means the scholars, who they are from the same nation is the one only they can receive the message, because he explained it to who? He explained it to those people who speak his tongue. Do we agree?
Okay, yeah.
All right. So the scholars who exist in the time of Muhammad, this is who they are meant. And then by time you will become disconnected because the culture change, the language change. Like now I speak Arabic, but our Arabic today is not the same as the Arabic they speak at that time. Everybody know that. So you might take a word, like now, actually even in English, you know, not long time ago, the word gay mean happy.
Yeah, you're right.
Today, the word gay means something have nothing to do with that meaning, you know. So language change, and language can be disconnected with the culture you live in today. So when we speak about understanding religion, we have to go back all the way to the earlier scholars, not the moderate. The moderate. So what you are doing, not only you are bringing people who they are totally disconnected, you are bringing people who never been from the culture. They are not Arab. They don't speak the original Arabic, and even their tongue is not Arabic. But they open a business, like, you know, I will give you an example of Muslim scholars from Pakistan and India, like Zakir Naik. A Muslim woman, she asked Zakir Naik, I can play the video for you. She asked him, how come Muslim man in heaven will have 72 virgins, and what we will have, our reward? She, as a woman, he said, but the asking question, how come that he will not have 72 virgins? First of all, the word hur is not about male or female. For simply, it's a plural word, which means it can be male and female. So inshallah, sister, you will get 70 men as reward. And everybody is laughing. This is a scholar. He just told her, you will have 70 men to F you in heaven. And he claimed that, excuse my language, and he claimed that the Quran, when the Quran says hur, it meant male and female. But the Quran says clearly that those women, those are women, and it used the word yatmuthahun. What yatmuthahun mean?
I'm not sure.
You do not know?
Yatmunahun.
Yeah, yatmuthahun.
No, I have never heard of that word in my dialect.
It opened their hymen, opened the skin of their vagina. And they will bleed.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
And here in Arabic we have something. This noon, the letter here, this is called noon in nuswa, which means the feminine name for women. So you don't add this for a male. So the stupid Zakir Naik, according to him, and Muslim they claim he's a scholar, he claimed that the hur are male and female.
Yeah, I've seen this theory. It's because they say that hur itself isn't actually a gendered term, but I actually looked into this, and I remember, I think there's a lot of evidence it's definitely about women, and it was used in Islamic poetry as well. In another verse, it talks about their breasts, from what I remember. Look, I know this actually connects to what you were talking about before I joined, about like why Islam is so sexual and things. And the way I see it is like, and this includes this, it's like, it's just because obviously the main addressees of the Quran, right, are a male audience in Arabia, and it's trying to capture the pleasure that is going to be in heaven, but it's doing it in a way how people understood pleasure like back then. It's not necessarily going to be like this, but it's just the epitome of pleasure, right?
What is the pleasure of me making women in pain each time I sleep with her? Allah, he make her virgin again. What the pleasure we are talking about? How that is a pleasure?
So the way these men saw like for them, what was the best thing was being able to sleep with these virgin women, right?
But
So
this is
it
the
just
same.
encapsulates.
But this is the same woman I slept with her a second ago. She's not virgin. That is cheating. What the point? I just slept with her a second ago, and now
I
I
think
go to sleep with her again. She's virgin. So what the point?
I think it's trying to capture how like heaven like has all sorts of like things that like are impossible in the world, because in the world like being able to do
No
that
problem.
to
This is not impossible even now. I mean, in the Middle East, 99 of women, 90%, they go
yeah.
either to a different country to do virgin again surgery. It 5 minutes cost them few $100s. She goes sleep around all her life before she got married. She go to a clinic. They put a skin there. She is virgin again. She never saw a man private part on her life. She wear hijab. She is decent woman. But we know. But this is not the question. Listen carefully. You just said that at that time this was what the pleasure about. So what you are saying clearly that your God is a devil. He's just trying to tempt the man in a sexual temptation in the way they like, not the way he want. You see, when I go for hunting, I'm not going to put a chicken for a deer if I want to hunt a deer, right? I will tie a chicken and put it in a place if I'm going to hunt an animal which eat chicken, correct? Like a fox or a wolf or a lion, but not an elephant. So what you are saying to me that your God is going for a hunt, and he plays a bait which the people like. He's trying to tempt them and seduce them. So he is speaking such a filthy language about the women private part, and he is describing even the vagina. He is not describing the women. Where is the women? Where is the description of the women? We started with the vagina, and then he said they are white or like rubies. What is this? You know, when sexuality become a major purpose of faith, well, that is not a faith, because I don't believe in God. I believe in the sex. I want the sex. I want the benefit of it, which is sexual entertainment. This is a pimp. Do you know the guy? His name Hassan al-Hashash. You heard of him?
No, I don't think so.
Do you know the Ismaili sect?
Yeah.
He is the founder of the Ismaili sect. This guy, he have a castle full of women, slave women, for sex. Very beautiful. He bring young men to the castle, free food, free drink, free sex, as many as you want. Anyone, any girl. You know, it's like a hippie place, but he's a Muslim. Or what he do every day, about 2 hours or 3 hours, he give them, let us say, a brainwash class. After sitting in the castle of Al-Hashash for a year, he will send you, he will call for you, like they choose a person they believe he is ready. And by the way, don't forget the word Hashash. You know what Hashash mean?
Hashash. Again, no, it doesn't ring a bell.
Hashish, which mean drugs.
Drug.
Okay.
Actually,
this is where the word hashish coming from Hassan al-Hashash. All right.
Really?
Oh yeah. So this guy, after you stay in his castle for some time, and now you are totally addicted to sex, to drugs, you are ready. So he asked the masters, they have like, let's say, sheikh teachers, you know. So he asked them who is ready for a mission, which means he is totally under control. They will choose the one who is ready, a couple of them. Al-Hashash, what he do? He send messages. This is a movie about him. He will send a message to a king, and he said to him, you have 10 days to give me etc. gold. Otherwise, I will slaughter you. I will kill you.
We takfir the Ismailis anyway. So
No problem, no problem. But look, you see, just to show you what you just gave a nail to your prophet. You just said that the Ismaili are kuffar, but this is what your prophet doing. The difference between this guy. Listen. The difference between this guy and your prophet. This guy, he invited them to the castle, which is full of virgins first. Your prophet, he cannot do it. He said later. It's the same. Hashish, drugs, wine, and sex. After you die for me, go and kill them. Assassinate them for me. This guy, he do the opposite. This guy, he do it now. Right? You do it now. You get the reward now. In order to come back to my castle, go and kill this guy for me. This is your God. And this is your prophet. Hashish. So
again, it was about rivers. It was about grapes and fruits and flowers and plants
all of it. The purpose of it is sex.
Okay, no, that was one.
I will ask you, when the Muslim will eat?
When?
When the Muslim will eat?
In Jannah, you mean?
Yeah.
It just says there will be like, I'm pretty sure it says something about olives or like, not olives, sorry, grapes.
You don't understand. No, you don't understand. When a Muslim is eating, is having sex, because the orgasm alone is 70 years.
Where do you get that from? I've never heard of that.
You're talking to Christian Prince. 70 years is the orgasm of the man in the heaven. So when he is going to eat, this is the orgasm. This is not the whole sex. This is not,
I don't think.
Yeah, this is not the sex yet. There's no sex yet. You know, I mean, this is not. I mean, this is the end of it. You know. So, if the orgasm is 70 years,
don't you see that as a metaphor, Christian?
You see, like, here we go. You see, this is exactly what you do. I mean, the orgasm is 70 years. This became metaphor. Okay, give me the metaphor of 70 years orgasm. Go ahead.
The way I picture 70-year orgasm, right, in language, it's just, again, showing how, like, the eternality of pleasure, it doesn't come to an end, like in the real world.
First of all, Joe, I mean, you see, I use the word stupid, but I'm not trying to insult, but this is how I see it. This is how stupid what you said. Eternity of a pleasure, but this is 70 years, is not eternity.
Okay, you know what I mean.
So no, I know what you mean, because I know what you mean. It's stupid, because if the sexual pleasure is what that's what I'm talking about. You are saying the eternity of pleasure, but you are talking about orgasm. Can't Allah say to you, you will be happy forever, without saying your orgasm will be 70 years? Same time, okay, the orgasm is 70 years. How long the sex? 1 second? So what we are doing before, you know? And when you are going to eat, you will be without food for 70 years. This is the orgasm alone. You see, the orgasm should be maybe 1 to 100% of the time.
Christian, I don't think time works the same way it operates here.
Unless you are a rabbit, you know.
Like, when you know this is outside of the world.
You see,
time and
everything works differently. Oh, everything is very extremely sexual and stupid, you know. Like when your prophet, he say, like, you will sit in your couch and you will not move for 40 years. He's talking to whom? Huh?
40 years.
You will not move from your couch for 40 years. You sit, not only you are sitting in the couch, like you sit in your right side, you will stay in one position in the right side for 40 years.
Where did he say this?
You don't know?
Yeah, I've never heard of this.
You never heard of anything?
Yeah, this is not a common thing.
Yeah, but now you will say to me, it's a metaphorical anyway. I know your answers, you know? Yeah.
Is this also a sexual thing?
You know, I'm sure one day you will get married and your husband will say to you, I love you. You say metaphorical, right? Then he will say to you, let us have baby. She will say to him, you mean metaphorical, right? Then he will say to you, you need to take off your clothes. And you say to him, you mean metaphorical, right?
Okay, look, Christian Prince, what's wrong?
Hold on. And then you say, honey, I'm sweating. I need to take a shower. You say, you mean metaphorical, right? And then he says, did you cook for me? She said, sure, I cook a lot of food metaphorically for you. I mean, anything I will show you, you will say to me metaphorical.
Okay, the important thing is that in this dunya, in this world, that's the point. They are told to practice discipline, to not go and sleep with anyone. And that is the important thing. In the hereafter, God knows how it actually operates.
So all the details Allah gave you, and they are saying to me, God knows? So what this is 70 years orgasm, and what this, guys, God knows. So the conclusion is God knows. So all the details Muhammad gave is false then, because only God knows. And did your prophet say this metaphorical? I mean, your prophet, he never heard of the word metaphorical. Only you Muslims, this is metaphorical because simply it's an embarrassment and you try to get away from it. And you know, you see it's stupid. As an example, who is more shiny, Allah or the women in heaven?
Shiny. Okay, the women in heaven have like a lot of bright light from what I. Allah, I'm not sure.
Okay, hold on. The women in heaven, she is very bright.
I think, yeah, she's like white, right?
Am I going to wear welding glasses? Yeah, I mean according to your prophet, that the women in heaven, she will be so bright to the point her light will cover the east and the west. How I can look at her? So this woman, she will get naked and she will say, honey, do you see me? I say, no, you made me blind. I didn't see anything. How I can see you? You know? What is this? But the reason is, the reason is, Muhammad is, and the Arab are obsessed with white women who they are so, white, you know? So yeah. He promised them very extreme white women, you know? Like, look at this hadith here. The last people who of paradise in possession is the one with 80,000 servants and 72 wives. This is the bad Abdul who never did anything except say Shahada. Question: who is the stupid who accept that he need 80,000 servants? All of them, they are boys and they are kids. What they will do to me? If in the heaven my clothes will never wrinkle, I will never sweat, I will never take a shower, I will never get tired, I will need, you know, if I see a bird in the sky, I say Bismillah, the bird will be in front of me cooked. What is the boys for, and why they are 80,000? And this is the lowest reward.
What makes you think the 80,000 servants are boys? I don't see that implied.
Isn't it the Quran says that they are boys?
Oh, you have, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Point, actually.
Yeah. I was afraid you would say to me those are metaphorical boys.
No, it's like they are there, but it's not sexual at all. Like there's no sexual implication.
Metaphorically, those boys are 80,000 metaphorical boys.
No. Even if they, let's give it and say that there will be servants. Who's to say this is a sexual thing?
I'm not talking about sexual. However, it could be. Why? Okay. Because your Quran described them as very beautiful boys. Why I need so beautiful boys? What is the beauty of the boy for me? Why he is so? Why the boy is so beautiful? You know, and like pearls. Why even the boys are so white? So everybody is white. There's nothing is black in the heaven. There's no blue. There's only one color, and all Muslims are wearing green. It's like a surgery room. So 80,000 servant boys. What they will do? Tell me.
Servant meaning, you know, you'll have almost like an assistant, because not everyone had a slave in a society. Not everyone had like, it was, I guess, a way of saying like you'll have your own kind of like slaves, servants,
What 7?
and
There are
it's
80,000.
like a privilege.
80,000.
Um,
80,000. 80.
Again, it's like a privilege, right, to get to have all this power.
What kind of a privilege is to abuse children's 80,000 little child being abused and used for eternity, which means no death will give them comfort or freedom. They will be serving me for eternity. Why? What I did?
There's no abuse because there's nothing bad in heaven.
Do you,
That's
do,
like
do you like do you like to be one of those boys serving me?
No, thank you.
Huh? A second ago you said there's no abuse. Why you say no? Why you say no? Don't worry, Allah can make you a boy in a second. He say be. You remember? I said to you, Allah, when He created Adam, did He say be before He made mud or after? You said in the process because you don't know what to say. Because if Allah say be before He make Adam, that means the bee did nothing because still He have to make mud. And if He say be after He made the mud and breathe into Adam, that means the bee was useless anyway. So the Quran is just a stupid book again. I mean, everything this idiot Muhammad he say is just a mental. I will not be accept to be in such a paradise, And look, all the people will enter paradise, they will be 33 years old in the age of Jesus. And all of them, they will be white like Joseph. And all the women, they look the same. So imagine you enter a dating website, and then the first woman in the profile, her name is Hur. Okay. Her age is the same age as the other one, and the other one, and the other one. All of them, they have the same exact profile, description, height, voice, sound, mouth, eyes, hair, whatever. Then I go to the profiles of the men. All of them, they are 33 years old. They have the face of Joseph, and they have the teeth of Muhammad, which means they are gone. All the profiles in the heaven, all men look the same. What is that? And this is only for the virgin, by the way. The Muslim women, they will not be the same. Once I was doing a seminar in the Philippines, a Muslim woman, she said to me, well, you are not being honest. You said women in heaven, they will get nothing. That's not true. Prophet Muhammad, he said that a Muslim woman, when she go to heaven, she will be 70 times more pretty. I said, sorry, you just get me busted. And the girl, she was like so happy, like laughing. And I have a whiteboard in the screen, So I told her, what's your name? I forgot her name anyway. So let us say I put 3 Muslim names of women in the board. And I said to her, let us say we have 3 women. The first one is the lowest in beauty. The second one is twice more pretty. The third one is 3 times more pretty than the first one, twice more pretty than the second one. And now we make each one of them 70 times more pretty. What the change? Do you know the answer, Sage? What the change?
I don't think it's saying we're 7 times more pretty.
Nothing
I think
changed.
it's saying we're 7 times.
Nothing changed. Because the first one, she becomes 70 times more pretty, but the second one, she become 100, 40 times more pretty. The third one, she become 210 times more pretty. And everybody die laughing at this poor girl. I said, do you see how stupid this promise is? You were ugly in earth, you're still ugly in heaven, because beauty is relative to who is standing next to you. You might be the most beautiful girl between a bunch of girls who they are not pretty at all, but you might look bad in front next to someone else. So this is how stupid Muhammad, and he's stuck with the number 70. 70. So you will become, Sage, are you happy? You will be 70 times more pretty now.
Well, first of all, It's compared to the hur, not each other. We don't compete with other women.
No, that's not compare. You see, I mean, Sage is a manipulator. I will feel sorry for her husband.
No, wait.
Honestly, she
It's
will
true.
make him.
Christian.
She will make him shish kebab by the count of how many lies she will make a day.
Well,
What are you talking about? Listen,
does it say?
no, 70 times the Muslim women, she will be 70 times more pretty than her being in earth. So by going to heaven, you will be 70 times more pretty. You. Just this is not compared to the whore. You go to heaven right away, you will become 70 times more pretty.
Look, I apologize. I thought you were talking about another narration that says we're going to be much better than the hur because the women were getting jealous about the hur, and then I'm pretty sure there's a hadith saying we're going to be like, I don't know the number, but yeah. And I confused what you said with that hadith. I promise you I wasn't manipulating.
No problem. But I mean, so now you're not manipulating after all what you did? Okay.
So this thing you said about us being prettier than heaven, like you're right. Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't change anything. But maybe what it does, actually, and what you said about the age being equal, I see some value in the idea that we're all going to be equal because obviously some people were aging at the time, and the idea of being young again or being the same as everyone resonated.
Oh, I never thought about it this way. So in order to be equal, we have to be all of us in the same age, the same face, the same look, and the same voice. That's amazing. And as long all my wives and their wives look the same, that will make us equal. But, just to show you how silly what you said, if God happiness depend in a change in my look, that means me as a person, nothing changed on me, because simply I still believe that my look is what make me happy, is not being with God. It is looking in the mirror and being proud of myself how I look now. So now when I go to heaven, I will look the same as everybody, and I will have the same age, I will have the same height. But guess what will happen now? How my wife, she will know it's me if my neighbor look like me? How you will know you're a brother if your brother look like everyone else? How your husband will know it is you're his wife, not his sister, because everyone look the same. He might ask you to go with him to bed because you look the same exactly as his wife. And if all the women look the same, so what the point with sleeping with all those women? Sleep with one, you sleep with all. All of them, they have the same voice, the same eyes, the same name, even they sing the same song.
Does it say that we're gonna have the same face?
Hold on. The virgin women, you mentioned to me, you said that the Muslim women, she will be way more pretty than the hur, correct?
Not just in looks, but also everything about her will be better than the hur.
You see, you just screwed your God again. So now the Muslim man, why he want a favor to sleep with those women if the wife, she is more pretty?
Yeah, I think that's the point. Like, we will be better than them, but they also have them.
How many times?
I don't know the number.
I will give you a number. Is it 70,000 time?
No, I don't think it's that high.
You don't think we can discuss the number? Do you want discount? What? I'm serious. You want discount? We can discount. No, it's 70,000. So
we're trying to understand heavenly things, right? Using our limited minds.
No, you see, you don't understand the heavenly thing. So now we go back to metaphorical. 70,000 times the Muslim women, she will be more pretty than the virgin. So who is the donkey will look at the virgin? So what the purpose of the virgin? If you will be 70,000 times more pretty, 70,000, not 7 times, not 70 times, 70,000. That means that means the virgin, she looked like a gorilla compared to you.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah, read with me carefully. Here we go. صفات الحور. This is Al-Qurtubi. والحوراء البيضاء. Let me translate. I hope Muslim men, they will not get horny.
The huri, the white one whose legs can be seen from behind her clothes, and the observer sees his face in her heels, like a mirror due to the fineness of the skin, the whiteness of the skin, and the purity of the color.
All right. So now this woman, she is the hur. She is so white, and even you can see through her clothing, her legs, and her legs, her heels. You can even, you look at the heels, you can see your face in her heels. Like a mirror, due to the fineness of the skin. Okay. And now you will become 70,000 times more white than this white woman. What do you think? Huh?
I think this is just Al-Qurtubi, like, and his own fantasies, maybe.
No,
and
this is
poetry.
your prophet. This is your prophet. What fantasy? Thank you for saying it, guy. Did she say this is the fantasy of Al-Qurtubi? This is what your prophet is saying. And look here, your prophet saying the same. About what? About we are going to see the marrow.
A woman is a virgin so that the marrow of her leg can be seen from behind the flesh and bone.
We will see the marrow of the Muslim women bones. So now you will be 70 times more pretty, and you are so beautiful, to the point we will see your bones and the marrow of your bones. How you feel?
No, my scholar would never accept this.
Who cares what your scholar? You see, your scholar. Are you saying your scholar don't accept what Muhammad say?
I think these must be like weak or have a lot of weakness in them. They're just the people extending
those
the Quran.
People, so those people, they use this to explain the Quran because it is weak. This is how you will look like in heaven. Subhanallah, you're so beautiful, Sage. Look at you. Wow. So beautiful. Amazing. I know. I mean, I think you are, what you want to say to me now, this is metaphorical? Introduce you guys Miss Sage in heaven. She go there. This is her. This is her. What is astaghfirullah? That's what Prophet said.
It's not this. Whatever this is, it's not this.
This is what your Prophet said.
You don't understand the culture. Like it just means like
I don't
understand.
I don't understand. Explain to me.
This was remember, before Muhammad came, this was a Jahiliyyah society, right? And so a lot of these things are just a product of the way they saw things.
So Muhammad, he saw those things, fabricating things, and you are saying to me those are stupid people at that time. So Muhammad, he gave them stupid promises.
No, I think he told them what's in the Quran, and then they extended it after him and added all sorts of fantasies, and because they were men.
No, this is what your prophet. This is what your prophet said.
Well, should I tell you? You know Jonathan Brown. He's a very accomplished Hadith scholar, but he's from the West, and he says the 72 virgins narration is actually
nice to meet you, Jonathan Brown. Listen. So if Jonathan Brown, he said the 70 virgins are what?
A weak, like the narration, the chains have a lot of weakness in them.
Yeah, but what they are?
As in, in the Hadith, the 72 virgins Hadith.
No.
He's just saying it's a weak Hadith.
Okay, so guys, a guy, he is not even, nobody. Jonathan Brown is the one who can tell us that those are da'if. So why in the Muslim website it says it is sahih?
Because to be graded as sahih, it doesn't take a lot in Hadith sciences.
So Jonathan Brown, he became expert in the Hadith, and he was able to check all the way to the time of Muhammad, because he met all the guys who narrate the Hadith. He checked one by one, and all the Muslim scholars before him, they were idiot donkeys. I see. Must be true. You see,
he has a history.
Sage, now she is abrogating her metaphorical excuse. She did not say metaphorical now. She said Jonathan Brown.
No. 72 virgins is like most likely weak, but the Quran does say there will be companions like Hur, and it will be like, it does seem to be, it's kind of sexual, but the 72 thing is not as strong.
Not strong. And the other scholars from Pakistan, they agree with him?
On the 72 virgins, yes. But I think
what is the correct number?
We don't know how many. We just know that they exist in heaven.
You make it more horrible. It might be 70 million then. Right?
It's not like...
In fact, I can prove to you that there are billions, not only millions. Do you know how?
How?
Isn't it the Quran says they will have whatever they wish?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. If I go to heaven, why I want to wish 70 if I can get 70 trillion? You know, I want to make an army to invade an island like Ibn Battuta. You know Ibn Battuta? Okay. Is he a scholar too?
Ibn Battuta, he's not a scholar.
The Muslims are so proud about him. Correct?
Yes.
Do you know why they are so proud about him?
Because of his military superiority. I don't really know exactly what he did.
No, he's a Discovery Channel guy. He go around the world. He's a historian. Ibn Battuta is one of the biggest fat liars in the Arab history, but the Muslims, they are so proud about him in TikTok. Ibn Battuta is the only Arab who found an island, have women only in it, and each one of them, she have 3 boobs. 3. This island, there's no men in it, only women.
I didn't know about. I mean, I don't know that much about him.
Yeah, all Muslims are the same. All Muslim stories, like Muhammad. Muhammad's stories are nothing but fabrication. So Ibn Battuta is just another idiot, and you know they lie to people. The same story now you are trying to deny about the 70 virgins is because of a shame. You Muslims are ashamed of the stupidity of your prophet. So you try to deny what is written, what is authentic, and then you bring someone from the middle of nowhere, Jonathan Brown. Thank God he is not Jonathan White. That will be even more powerful because Muslims are very racist. Brown does not count much. If he is Jonathan White, oh boy. So Jonathan Brown, he said this hadith is weak. That's it. Who is Jonathan White? Brown? That's it. Who cares? how this guy, he found out what is right, what's wrong? Right?
Well, he's a scholar in the history and historical analysis. So he has an authority.
First of all, to be a scholar in such a thing, you see, anyone he speak about the word scholar is laughable. Like sometimes for fun, I say I'm a scholar. Like Muslim, they ask me. But the fact is, to be a scholar in Islam is about being an idiot. Because Islam is the last religion you can be a scholar in it. Because as you see, the source of Islam is messed up. So how you can be a scholar in something messed up? And everyone, he judge as he wish. So this guy say this hadith is sahih, the other guy say is da'if, the other guy say is rejected, the other sect says we don't accept this, the other sect says oh this is garbage, the other sect says we kill you if you say this is garbage. Islam is messed up. So what is your, if I ask you right now, where do you take your religion from, what you will say?
I'll look at the Quran and then I look at the traditional authorities. Okay, and make sure that
you see, you just said the traditional, but you went to Jonathan Brown
to make sure they line up with the Quran. And when they don't,
no.
I'll investigate.
First of all, who said that the hadith have to line up with the Quran? If the hadith have authority powerful more than the Quran, as an example, when the Quran says you can do muta, do you do muta, Sage?
It's not a Quranic thing.
It is a Quranic thing. Who said that to you?
The Prophet forbade it, from my understanding.
All right.
And it was only a
Okay.
temporary
All right,
wartime thing.
Guys, did you hear what she said? She said, if something contradicts the Quran, we don't accept. But now she just said the Prophet forbade it. Is that forbade in the Quran or in the Hadith?
No, what does it say you can do muta in the Quran?
It's in front of you. Mastamta'tum bihin. Paying wages for the vagina. Bihi. Pay them money. Mastamta'tum bihi. This is the muta. Stamta'tum.
But it doesn't say anything about temporary marriage.
No, this is a temporary marriage. You pay money for women for sex.
We pay even in normal marriages. It's like dowry.
No. This is different. This is different. This is because you see, this you never heard of muta before?
No, I know that it's a practice the Shia permit.
No, okay. Did you ask yourself why the Shia they practice it?
Is it not because they have a different tafsir or something?
No. They have different tafsir for everything. You are right, but in this case, the Sunni, the Shia, they agree that this is the muta because this is the Quran. So,
okay. I might have to accept it then if it is allowed in the Quran. I'll look into it.
No. You see, you have a problem now. You said if something contradicts the Quran, we don't accept the Hadith.
The Quran is the word of Allah, so it's naturally has the.
Okay,
it's the authority.
So why you don't follow muta then?
If the Quran, if I can confirm after this call that the Quran is talking about muta, then I will accept it.
How much you charge?
Oh wow!
What? I'm being realistic, guys. She said she will consider it.
No, I won't do it myself. I'll accept that it's halal.
For sure, you're gonna do it yourself. You need a partner. You know.
Yeah, I won't seek it anyway.
I have a lot of viewers. We can maybe. I have a lot of Muslims are listening. So if you can name your price, because this is what the muta is about.
No, bro. No, like you misunderstood. I meant like I will make it. I will not. I'll stop saying it's haram if I can confirm it's halal.
What?
I will say it's not haram because if you make something haram that is halal,
that means so. What the problem if it's not haram? It's mean that you can do it.
But I personally wouldn't because
why?
Because psychologically it's not for me. But maybe for someone else it would be good. You know?
What does that mean?
It means that I'm the type of person psychologically that wouldn't be interested in a temporary kind of marriage.
What's the problem? If you're God, are you saying you have more ethic than your God?
No, it's different people. God is adhering to different situations. Someone might be benefiting from this so that they don't do like zina and sleep around. Like let's say they're not ready to be in a long-term marriage, right? This is the best thing for them.
Well, if you guys listen to this. Muta. What the word muta mean?
Muta. I actually don't know what it means.
It means sexual joy. Muta. Joy, sex joy. Okay. So when a man he take you to bed for sex joy and he give you money, what is the difference between this and prostitution?
Well, there's a contract here, so you get to give them. You have more rights and obligations.
What do you mean contract? What is the contract? Like per hour, per night? What is that?
It's not just about that. It's also about like, okay, if I want to do personally, I'm not even justifying this because I don't think it's right, but I'll look into it. But if I had to justify it, it's not prostitution because if I would have to be like, okay, you have to pay me, but also these are my rights, these are my obligations. I want this and this, and yeah, it's more like I don't get hurt in the process because I'm secure.
Because you have a contract. What contract? I mean, you are getting paid. That's all. The guy, he can give you a disease. The guy, you know, he can, I mean, this guy, obviously, he's a monkey, chimpanzee. He is going from a woman to women. He have money. You know, he give you $10. You take off your clothes. He sleep with you. Tomorrow he will find, maybe after 2 hours you'll find, because there's no limit for him. For the man, there's no limit how many he can do muta. Because when the time is up, the contract is, there's no divorce. So if he say, I want to sleep with you for 2 hours, and the 2 hours, like you can put the alarm, start, 1, 2, okay, here we go. You take off your clothes, he start. It's over. Please, please, please stop. The 2 hours is over. You cannot not say haram, haram, auzu billah, haram, haram. You are not. Yeah. But
yeah, this is why I'm convinced it's like a wartime thing. When it was necessary.
No,
like
no,
during
no,
the wartime.
no. Muslims, first of all the time they are at war. Secondly, just to show you the hypocrisy you just mentioned to me, you said if a hadith contradict the Quran, we don't take it. Did the Quran says if it is wartime? Never. Did the Quran says it's abrogated? Never. In fact, I'm showing you the hadith here in front of you. It says that the Muslim, they practice it in the time of Muhammad and in the time of Abu Bakr and in the time of Umar, which means after Muhammad died, the Sunni, they are practicing this. In fact, the one who forbid it for the Sunni, it was Umar after he had sex with his daughter. So, yeah, he had sex. Some of the story says that he had sex with the women. He do not know that she is his daughter because he was doing muta like all the Muslims. So, they sleep with everybody. A lot of money, little money doesn't matter. You pay her, she take off. This is how cheap Muslim women they were. And until now, they are doing it. It's #1 business in Iran. And you just said you are available, you know, but you did not name your price. So I don't know.
No, I'm not available. No, I would never.
Why never? Are you more honorable than the rest of the Muslim women in time of Muhammad?
Oh my God.
What's wrong with you? Why you are making fun? Guys, she's insulting the Muslim women in time of Muhammad. You know, just shame on you. You know, the women at that time, they will sue you now for by Joe Biden. But you know the thing, you know. So it says here.
Maybe.
Look, okay, is muta a kind of a rental?
It's I don't know if that's the right word. It's a bit demeaning, but I would say it's like it's a better way to regulate illegal like sexual intercourse.
Is that like you hold? Is that like you hold?
What is that?
What is that?
Obviously, you don't live in America. In America, there's a company. It's called U-Haul for trucks. You rent a truck, but the name fit perfectly. It's a U-Haul, like just push anything in the hole and pay money. So, but is it rental or not?
No, because okay, imagine you're in a society where like these men are going and just like doing all sorts of things.
Sorry, guys, I put sorry, Sage. Guys, I apologize by mistake. I put the picture of my future wife in the on the screen. I don't mean so. Wife, forgive me. You know, no, everybody see now your ass. Look, your shit in your butt. I can see it. You know, at least what you ate. You ate my hamburger. I can see everything now. Anyway, alhamdulillah, Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad. Women now, they cannot hide anything from us. Even their shit, we can see it. Look, Sage, look. This is your Muslim website. Explain to us that muta is nothing but rental. It is rental. What the word is mustajara. Can you read for us what it says here? Let me see if I can zoom in. In some work, special term is applied to women participate in muta. Mustajara or rented women. Muta is considered as a kind of rental because the general mere basic aim of this kind of marriage, they call it marriage, is a sexual enjoyment of the women, and in return of this enjoyment, women receive certain amount of money or property. So what do you think, Sage?
I think that it is so much better than what we see now, right? And I'm sure what was happening back then. People just using women, disposing of them. They don't have any rights. They don't gain anything out of this. So yeah, this gives them it's not the same as marriage, but there's an element of like, okay, you're not just going to be completely used and it's only one way.
What does that mean? The women here, she don't inherit if the husband die. Nothing. There's nothing. That's the money. What are you talking about? It's the same. In fact, prostitution is way better because here you are fooling people, lying to them, saying to them this is godly act. It's a blessed by God. So now the prostitution became official part of the religion. The women she is doing prostitution, neither her, neither the fornicator, because he's a whore too, both of them, they cannot say, I am not committing sin. They cannot say this is okay. But what your God now, he did, Aka Muhammad, he legalized prostitution, abuse of women, because now women who they are poor, and instead of going and finding a job, well, here we go. We got a job, open your legs, how much you charge. And as you see, it says it clearly, it's kind of a rental woman. She is a rented woman. Do you see it? Rented.
Yeah, no.
By the way, just to let you know, in America, if you want to do rent your house, you have to you have to pay tax. So if you do muta in America, I think you have to pay tax too for it. Just to let you know. Be careful.
Muta tax.
Yeah, because it's an income, you know, you have to report that in your tax income. Especially these days, you know, you can charge using a credit card. Many customers, you know, if you are pretty, I don't know how you look like, but I mean, depend in the price and the income, etc. And then you have to pay, like, you know, processing fees, cleaning fees, all kind of fees, and just take it off. Yeah. So what do you think? I mean, you see, so now when you say to me, we follow the Quran over the Hadith, that is absolutely false. Do the scholars you are talking about accept the mut'ah? They will say no. Why? They say there's a hadith forbid it. Huh? I thought if the hadith contradict the Quran, we don't take it. Do you see how hypocrite they are? Muhammad, it's not Muhammad who forbid the mut'ah, it was Umar. And the hadith I'm showing you here, this is Sahih. This is Sunni, this is not Shia. We did it during the time.
It was Umar who abrogated it.
Umar.
Yeah, I would reject that. If for me, the Sunnah cannot abrogate the Quran.
Then you have to practice mut'ah.
No, but also remember there's one thing as well.
Why you want to get married? Let me convince you. Why you want to get married and headache and etc. Just do mut'ah, more money, more fun, every day new guy, you know, and you know, like you meet all kind of culture, like especially these days in the internet, you put your profile. Today a guy from Pakistan, tomorrow from India, the day after a blonde guy, the day after is from Africa. I mean, fun and money. You know, why you wanna one guy boring, you know, the same guy every day. And what the heck? So like you do mut'ah, and then you can maybe open a company, like, you know, like mut'ah company, like Andrew Tate, you know. So you open a website, and people, they start signing in, and they pay for mut'ah, and you know, like you make an organized crime mut'ah organization. You bring women from around the world, human trafficking, do mut'ah. I mean, it's a great business. And the funny, you say that this is to protect the women. This is better than these days. This is what you say. This is better.
It's better than just letting men sleep with whoever and force themselves into whoever. Like, but at the same time, I'll tell you one thing. Don't you think it's unfair that maybe this is God giving people some flexibility in times of like need, and we're seeing it? Like, it's the fault is that the person who's abusing it. Like, that would be wrong to use this institution now to just sleep with whoever you want because you want variety. You don't want to, like, at the end of the day, the sunnah is to get married and to with one person. And God says in the Quran, right?
One person? One person?
Well, like he says the 4 women is actually like only if you can treat them with justice. So he's discouraging women.
No. The Quran says you if 2 and 3 and 4. First, never say the word marriage.
What are you talking about?
Where is the word marriage in the verses? Can you show it to me? If you can show it to me, you are my hero. Where is the word marriage? You are reading translation. You said you know Arabic.
Well, I know a different dialect, so it's. I'll just see if I can find it.
Isn't it? It says fankahu.
Yeah. Nikah.
Okay.
Essentially.
Is nikah or a word mean marriage?
Functionally, it's like when you legalize sexual relations, I believe.
So nikah does not mean to F?
In a legal way, right?
So to F in legal way.
So marriage.
No, you see, I'm saying the word F, not marriage. There's a word for marriage.
You can have different words for the same thing, right? Like,
huh?
It doesn't have to just be the only. Like, for example, wed and marry mean the same thing.
No. I'm talking about the word nikah. The verse, you said to me, you go by the Quran. Okay. Where in this verse it says go and marry, you said the first one, this is false. It says go and if 2 and 3 and 4. It doesn't say 4. Where is the word 4? I mean, as a total. 2 and 3 and 4. The total is 9.
Oh, wait. Are you saying there's no limit? Is that what you're saying?
No, it says 9. It says 9. 2 and 3 and 4.
Oh my God.
Not to marry, to F 2 and through and 3 and 4. There's no or. You see the Muslim translation, they lie. And you know Arabic, you say it. So do you see the word or in the verse anywhere? Can you show it to me?
It says وَثَلَاثَ وَأَرْبَعَ. Yeah, you're right. There's no or.
There's no or. They lie. Here they said or. That's false. So if the Muslims go by the Quran, well, the Quran never say or, it says and. So go and if 2 and 3 and 4. How we can prove that the word if anyway is what Muhammad he used? Muhammad he said in case of women, they are having their period, your wife. When she have her period, do with her everything except the nikah. So is nikah a word mean marriage? You are married to her already. Do with her everything except nikah. Do you see it?
Yeah. Is that what he used?
Yeah, it's in front of you. اصنعوا كل شيء إلا النكاح. You see it?
I think it's probably because the intercourse was what, like, when you consummate the marriage, right? That's what makes it a marriage. So.
No. You see, in Islam, there's nothing that's called marriage. You know, it's just those are savage, trashy people. They, women are just for fun. This what marriage? And you can be cooking your meal for your husband. He send you a text message. You have to be out in 5 minutes. What marriage? There's no marriage in Islam. You know, women is just to be used and abused. The man he hire you for a job. The job can be very short, like the muta. Or it can be open contract until he decides his majesty to get rid of you. This is not marriage. Marriage is when the women and the man, they decide to make a family and to be united under the blessing of God. That's why in Christianity, marriage is real. You know, you don't get married tomorrow and the day after you, bye-bye, I don't want you, unless you don't go and care and you are not a Christian. So marriage is real, and marriage is not a sexual contract. It's a family, establishment of a family by the blessing of the Lord. This is why the Bible says that the man leave his parents when he get married and he become echad with the women. Echad, which means one. So the wife and the husband, they become one. And the Bible says clearly that what is united by God cannot be separated by man. So this unity is forever. In Islam, it's just sex. You know, the woman, she is just a sex toy. We use her, we abuse her. She get older, we interchange her. Get a new one. As long as you have money, who care? Usually, men who don't get married from many women in Islam because they can't afford it. In fact, you yourself, you said to me, if you cannot be just, only one, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Isn't it the same chapter that says no man can be just?
So it's saying it's better to not have. I think it's discouraging, if anything.
No. Just to show you how stupid the Quran. If the Quran says no man can be just to his wives, and then the Quran says go and if 2 and 3 and 4, and if you cannot be just, then only one. Okay. But you just confirm that nobody can be just. So what's the point?
Probably God, in a wise way, almost making it an obsolete, almost abrogating it internally.
So the Quran abrogating it or the Quran contradicting it?
Well, the Quran was revealed in a progressive way. Like, so I don't know if this verse came after in the revelation order or before it.
So why Muslims, they are following the first one, not the second one?
The second one would naturally abrogate the first one if it came after.
No, wrong. You see, in the Quran, there's many verses. They abrogate the verse came after.